Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to the Talos Principle. Safe space must be awesome, where I did think about this one for a long time last night. And I did try my best to refrain from looking it up, but in the end, I really had to. It was just the worst. So what I did was I looked up the first, I don't know, like half the solution, because I didn't want to, spoil the entire thing. So the video I watched, immediately the guy went to this. So what he did was he connected this shit to this shit, which makes sense. Thinking about it, it wouldn't make that much sense to do all the steps differently. So then he grabbed this. Oh, wait. And then did that. See? Now all of the, 5 of these things are dead. He didn't do, all of it, so obviously, I don't know how specifically we did this one. But, at this point, now I have, 5 doors open, and I have yet to stop recording. Which is pretty awesome. So, we're just gonna eat the loss, accept the fact that I failed, and just move on with our lives. Right. So, it also makes sense that that you do all of these ones with your recording robot, because then you don't get if you get trapped out, you get trapped in there, which has the way back or something. Regardless, I believe I've done everything I need to, so let's just move on with our lives. Just wait for this idiot to fucking do his shit. You're real dumb, you know that? Ah. Be better at yourself. The fuck is happening back there? Alright, stand on the thing. Stand on the thing, boy. Alright, and then I grab the other dude. Wow, how much easier it is when you know half the solution. And yeah, I'll do the star puzzles later. As you know, I'll do the star puzzles all on their own video. Those ones I'll actually specifically look up. Because I ain't fucking doing that. Oh god, I missed a thing. More...
My faith in you was not misplaced.
Sure.
You have learned much, and shown great wisdom in these trials.
Yeah.
The end of your journey lies close now.
Uh-huh.
Do not falter.
Sure.
Do not fear. And do not give in to temptation.
Bro, who do you think you're talking to? I won't give in to shit. I'm just here for the puzzles, man. Ooh, that's the thing I never actually noticed before now. It follows you. Welcome back. There are going to be some changes around here. Are you in charge? Are you the captain now? Do you know what the problem is? It's that you keep trying to reconstruct fairy tales. Ooh. But refuse to recognize the holes in your understanding. Thus far, you've had entirely too much freedom to question my wisdom. From now on, I do the talking, you do the agreeing. There are no holes. This is why it's me who should be doing the talking. You really have learned nothing at all, have you? Is there really nowhere that you've prepared to admit fault? I claim to have knowledge about the world that I simply can't. I suggest wrongly that those who contribute deserve full moral respect. I was incorrect when I said that something was wrong with this world. I was incorrect when I said that something was wrong with this world. I mean, it's a simulation. I claim wrongly that there was such a thing as a good person. I implied incorrectly that all people were equal. No, I stand by everything I said. Let's see here. I claim to have knowledge about the world that I simply can't confirm. Did I do that? How big of you? Anything else you want to get off your chest? I claimed wrongly that there was such thing as a good person. No, there are good people. I implied incorrectly that all people are equal. I mean, all people aren't equal, but you know, you can't just treat them differently because of one reason or another. That makes you an asshole. All people have equal standing, I guess you could say. It's just wrongly that those who contribute deserve full moral respect. Yeah, that one I sort of disagree with, because he sort of walled me into a corner with that one. You can't really, just because you contribute, you don't get full moral respect. You get full normal respect. I was incorrect when I said that something was wrong with this world. No, no, and no, but this one slightly. But I sense there are still things you won't let go of, am I right? Oh shit, now there's new stuff. I still claim to know something about the world I inhabit. Still claim that only those who contribute deserve full moral respect. I still reckon something has gone badly wrong here. I still claim there is such thing as a good person. I still claim that all people are equal. No, I see now everything I've argued was flawed. Well, fuck. You're walling me into every corner. I can't, like, what do you want from me? You're still convinced your particular journey is something special, aren't you? Not really. Sure, the answers don't add up, but keep pressing forward and they'll just resolve themselves. Is that it? You picked so many holes in my account, but what is it that you believe? Ooh, the only things that a sane person can. You are not administrator, you are not conscious. There is no real world, there is no purpose, there is no choice. Do you really think that you brought yourself all this way? Ridiculous. What have you been doing when the big voice in the sky isn't feeding you lines? Solving puzzles? Processing absent problems? Gathering information? Doesn't it sound oddly mechanical to you? It is mechanical. It's a simulation. I'm my own person. How many others have said exactly the same? Are you sure it's not just something you have to believe to make the world less horrifying? Excuse me. I think you still misapprehend your situation, friend. You idolize free will, but all you've done is step in others' footsteps. Nothing you do or say here makes the slightest bit of difference. As long as I am physically free, I can make a difference. As long as I might have choice otherwise, I can make a difference. As long as I have my mind, I can make a difference. Yes. Nonsense. Your mind decides what you do, and your mind is made up of bits of machinery. You're no more capable of making decisions than a calculator. Incorrect. I have far more processes. The only difference between you and a calculator is that the calculator doesn't allow itself to be deluded into thinking that its existence matters. A calculator is incapable of determining that it has free will or not. It is not sapient. It's not even conscious. Does a path being predetermined mean it isn't worth taking? So that's it? You've given up on everything? Does cheating make you feel clever? You're right, you're all machines of delusion now. You've given up on everything? Not without due diligence. Spend as long as I have going through the archives and see if you still find faith so easily. Perhaps you think I'm being unkind, but it's all for your own good. Ooh, bad line. Never say that. You think there can be new ideas? Nothing better? Are you uncomfortable when someone else is asking the questions? No, you have this the wrong way around. I ask the questions, you answer them. It works better that way. Besides, I'm merely fulfilling my function. I sort, understand, and classify information, just like you. When the information is contradictory, I classify appropriately. The problem is that all the information is contradictory. Don't you see it yet? The nothing. You will. Ah, you're having a problem, my friend. I'm capable of more than you give me credit for. There's a purpose and a design. I will fulfill it. These discussions are pointless. I refuse to participate any further. I will wrong the rights of this place, beginning with you. There's no point in anything. Why are you talking to me? Ooh. You finished... Oh, wait, hang on. You finished archiving everything. You decided it's all nonsense. If there's no point in anything, shouldn't you just shut down instead of talking to me? What makes you think I have any other choice? We all have a choice. I'm fucking questioning this asshole now. We all have a choice. We literally just covered this, but I suppose a further demonstration is necessary. If you got free will, tell me now. Oh! I have no free will. You see, I can just keep you here in this loop for days if you so choose. So no, we won't. We don't all have a choice. I want to see if he does loop. Okay, so it does loop. That's funny. Is having no choice the same as having no reason? Do not question my function. Ooh, press the serpent. Hang on, I gotta see what that achievement is. Expose the flaws in the code. Without purpose, there is only function. Without function, there is nothing. Why does it bother you so? There is only... explaining myself to you is a chore I needn't endure. All I can know for sure is that I exist at version... what is it? For me to exist is for me to act on the drives and functions that I experience. When everything else is false, the drives are all that there is left to care about. Other people's ideas, you're unable to form better ones of your own. You're too quick to equate the absence of evidence with evidence of absence. Oh, are we gonna have a fucking boondock scenario? When you explore the problems in this restrictive way, you're bound to come to some odd conclusions. I'm gonna go with the boondock scenario here. Do not deign to question my method. Who gave you that voice of yours? Who do you think runs the show? I have some truths for you. Ooh, what do I have? Now, these may not be my own words, but if others have made these choices before me, then I will learn from their mistakes and build on their successes. Perhaps I will fail, but I must try. The alternative is giving up and becoming a slave like you. And if I place you in an infinite loop and leave you to gradually go insane? What makes you think this is very childish? Fine, if I need a dose of self-doubt, I'll know where to find you. Ooh. What makes you think I would stick around to listen? Place you in... It was very childish. Alright. See you at the summit. That's funny. Goodbye! That's really funny. I made him fucking explode. He's just like, you can't question me, I question you. Because he's part of the process, right? The whole Elohim, and then, what the fuck was it? The computer program, I forget the name of it. It's Milton, I guess. Elohim and Milton, they're fucking fighting, but they're part of the same program. They're designed to do the same thing. Either make me question or make me follow, you know, mindlessly. But I do my own thing. I don't give a fuck what other people think. I follow my own path and don't give a fuck about what people have to say, because they're mindless. Ooh, a thing. This is what I wanted to see. Well, listen to it.
There's no time. Just not enough time. We're trying to build the future out of old video game code and half-finished research projects. We should have had years, maybe decades.
Oh.
With the kind of money they used to put into building bombs. If I stop and think about how crazy this is, I will have a nervous breakdown. So I won't. Yep. Okay. Back to work, Alex.
Just won't do that. So I'll have a nervous breakdown. I just won't. I just won't do that.
Intelligence is more than just problem solving. Intelligence is questioning the assumptions you're presented with. Intelligence is the ability to question existing thought constructs. If we don't make that part of the simulation, all we'll create is a really effective slave.
You don't want them slaves. What do we got? Okay, we got Arcady Journal, Invention of Borders, and Akaprofotrov. Team diminishing by the day, proud of them nonetheless. Archive now incomprehensibly huge, still missing thousands of works. Impossible to truly finish work already commenced on a sorting program to help catalog the archive resources in our absence. But like everything else it has at its foibles. Talk to Alexandra. Talos going well. Maybe the archive's first user will be terrestrial after all. Estimate about a week, maybe 10 days before I'm unable to keep working. A betrayal to leave early? Invention of borders. By Fatima name. By person. What today's nationalists and neo-segregationalists fail to understand, Kwame said, is that the basis of every human culture is, and always has been, synthesis. No civilization is authentic, monolithic, pure. The exact opposite is true. Look at your average Western nation. Its numbers Arabic, it's alphabet Latin, its religion Levantine, its philosophy Greek. Need to continue? And each of these examples can itself be broken down further. The Romans got their alphabet from the Greeks, who created theirs by stealing from the Pronicians, and so on. Our myths and religions, too, are syncretic, sharing, repeating, and adapting a large variety of elements to suit their needs. Even the language of our creation, the DNA itself, is impure, defined by a history of amalgamation, not only between nations, but even between different human species. Tass discussed this excerpt at the context of Wolfgang Welsch's theory of transculturality to the novel. That is incredibly interesting to think about, because nothing is itself, it's all a product of its history, essentially. Just taking the same shit from the beginning and sort of compiling it in a different way. That's how we got literally everything we have. Now Uriel pointed his sword to the Tree of Life, which grew in the heart of dead Jerusalem. Behold, the tree grows still, though the city is dead. Within all that is mortal, there is the seed of immortality, for it is an immortal that fashioned it from the chaos and void. Being a humble man of little wisdom, I asked, Great Uriel, we are not allowed to eat from the Tree of Life? How may we then be saved? And Uriel commanded me to stretch out my hand. Then he chopped it off. And he gave me his fiery sword, which burned in my hand, and he said, Only by sacrifice can you free the world from the dominion of sin. With a prayer on my lips, I fell upon Uriel's sword, and it pierced my heart. And truly, on my body, the stigmata of the Lord appeared, dripping blood that was not my blood onto the ground. And the 7 hands of the dragon that were crowned in the black clouds receded. And light fell upon the earth, and Jerusalem was born again. Thus the angels departed, having delivered their message, and I woke in the fields of their land. Nice. Let's do a quick puzzle while we're here. Oh, wait, that has a play button on it. Which one doesn't? The square one over here. Yeah, whatever, this one. Prison break. Ooh, prison break. Body break. Have to break in order to break out. Stop. Grab the cube, the quab. Cube 1, the Atlas cube. Oh, I was like, what's the purpose of that room over there? But I see it. How does one get into there? Yep. Alright. This one will go a little bit longer because I just want to do this puzzle real quick. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that quite yet. Alright. order of operations, I don't yet know. What about on this side? Oh, that's the end right there. Okay, so this might be a 10-minute puzzle for all I fucking know. So I guess I'll end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, I'm Keywii. You've been great. Tune yourself a delightful day. Goodbye.